Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that's absolutely crucial, but let's be honest, kind of notoriously tricky. We're talking about mastering nurse license verification in Colorado. If you're a healthcare recruiter, maybe a compliance officer, or a facility manager, you already know that getting this right, it's literally the backbone of your daily operations.
So, are you drowning in confusion trying to verify a nurse's license in Colorado? Trust me, you are definitely not alone here. Navigating state portals, compact rules, and all those registry statuses can feel like this giant bureaucratic maze designed by someone who just really loves paperwork. But today, we're going to unlock the expert playbook that'll save you time, cut down on the stress, and just ensure total peace of mind.
Because look, failing to verify properly isn't just some minor bureaucratic oops, right? It's a massive danger. We're talking severe compliance issues, direct threats to patient safety, huge employer liability, and even invalid travel nurse assignments. The stakes are incredibly high, and the burden is completely on us to get it right.
Okay, let's take a quick look at our roadmap for today. First, we'll get a handle on understanding the framework. Then we'll walk through the verification process step by step. After that, we're digging deeper for insights, sharing some pro tips from the experts, and finally, doing a quick recap and our legal disclaimer. Let's get into it.
All right, kicking things off with Part 1, Understanding the Framework.
Before we even touch the online systems, we've got to decode a bit of jargon, starting with a huge one, especially if you deal with travel nurses, Primary State of Residence, or PSOR. This is vital because PSOR basically dictates the rules of the game for nurses moving in and out of Colorado under the Enhanced Nurse Licensure Compact. It's the state where a nurse legally resides, which they prove with things like a driver's license or voter registration. And fun fact here, with over 40 states currently in the compact, mastering PSOR is basically a superpower for travel nurse recruiters.
Next up, we have endorsement. Put simply, endorsement is how experienced, out-of-state nurses officially get the green light to practice directly in Colorado, assuming they don't already have a multi-state compact license. Basically, they're asking Colorado to officially recognize the credentials they've already earned somewhere else.
Now, there is a massive operational difference between these two main license types. A single state license? Well, it does exactly what it says. It locks a nurse's practice strictly within Colorado's borders. But a compact multi-state license? That's more like a passport. It allows them to practice in Colorado and other participating compact states, provided, of course, that their primary state of residence is actually part of that compact.
Moving right along to Section 2, the verification process, step by step. Okay, here is your direct, totally foolproof path through the online verification system. We're starting with the free 24/7 Division of Professions and Occupations portal. Step 1, go to apps.colorado.gov. Step 2, narrow it down by selecting the nursing license type. Step 3, enter the nurse's first and last name, or just pop in their license number. And Step 4, hit detail on that target record to pull up their full credential profile. Easy, right?
Once you're in, you need to know what you're looking at. Let's decode the system's legal statuses, so you know instantly if a nurse is actually clear to work. Active means exactly that. They are valid, current, and fully authorized to practice. If it says expired or lapsed, they missed a renewal deadline and practice is entirely unauthorized, period. Suspended means they're temporarily prohibited due to some sort of disciplinary action. And revoked, that means the board has permanently terminated their license due to safety violations.
All right, Part 3, digging deeper for insights.
So what happens if you hit a blank page during your search? First off, don't panic. It happens all the time. There are a few very common reasons why a perfectly good credential might not show up instantly. Recent name changes, those take time to update in the registry. For new graduates, you should actually expect a 2 to 4 week delay right after their exam. We also see CNA certification delays pretty often, usually because of reporting lags from exam vendors like Credentia. Oh, and if you're dealing with a tricky spelling, pro tip, try using a wildcard asterisk in your search parameters.
Now this right here is an absolutely massive tip for recruiters and compliance teams. What about APRNs? Well, Colorado does not issue a separate, standalone advanced practice license. I know, it trips people up. Instead, it's actually a registry status that just sits right on top of an existing RN credential. So whatever you do, don't go searching for an APRN license, look for their active RN license that has the advanced practice registry status attached to it.
Next up, we really need to talk about the Michael Skolnick Medical Transparency Act, which created the Healthcare Professions Profile Program, or HPPP for short.
This mandates public profiles for healthcare pros showing their self-reported malpractice and discipline history. And while this profile is fantastic for transparency and protecting the public, remember this key point. It is self-reported. It absolutely cannot replace your primary source verification for official credentialing. Just keep that in mind.
You'll definitely want to keep these contacts handy, maybe even take a quick screenshot right now. When the digital database falls short or you have a discrepancy that just won't resolve, these are your direct lifelines to get an actual human to help clarify things. You can escalate directly to the Colorado Board of Nursing at 303-894-2430. Or, if you're having specific CNA exam reporting issues, give Credentia a call at 888-204-6249. Moving into Section 4, Pro Tips from the Experts.
We need to talk about a major shift in mindset, moving from manual scrambling to automated monitoring. This is exactly how top-tier healthcare facilities are protecting themselves today. Reactive verifying means you're just manually looking someone up when you first hire them. But proactive monitoring, that means using automated systems to track the health of that license every single day they're on your payroll.
So how do we get proactive? Well, by leveraging tools like Nurses e-Notify, you get automated status and expiration alerts sent right to your inbox. This completely eliminates that low-level anxiety of a lapsed license slipping through the cracks. A few other expert strategies for you. Make sure you're constantly verifying the primary state of residence for all your travel nurses. Ensure your APRNs are completing their mandatory opioid-safe prescribing education. And finally, track name changes strictly within that required 30-day reporting window. And that brings us to Section 5, a recap and legal disclaimer.
Let's do a quick recap to tie it all together. First, the State DORA portal is your free, official primary verification source. Use it. Second, compact licenses are amazing, but they require strict PSOR monitoring. Third, if you see discrepancies, they usually stem from recent life changes or exam reporting delays, not necessarily foul play. And lastly, automated monitoring tools, they are your ultimate safety net. Mastering this whole process saves you time, it shields you from massive liability, and most importantly, it ensures the highest standard of care in Colorado.
Now, just a quick reminder on the legal front. This explainer is a general educational guide. It doesn't constitute legally binding advice. While we hope this explainer makes things a lot easier to understand, you really should always consult the Colorado State Board of Nursing or your qualified legal team for specific, binding guidance on any of those complex compliance issues.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final question to think about. How are you going to upgrade your own compliance workflow today to ensure complete peace of mind? Take just one single insight from today's explainer. Maybe it's setting up that Nurses e-Notify system, or double-checking how you verify those tricky APRNs, and go revolutionize your verification process right now. Thanks so much for learning with me today.